Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of great millstone, rule world, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 pushing his word without truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahushai. There's going to be a lesson going into the article I seen, on social media, but I want to fact check it. As you can see on the screen, it says first human case of the bird, FLU, and I got showing just some different, news stations that's bringing it out and websites. But, Lord willing, this lesson be edifying and to the point. Because, Esau Edom, he wants to bring order out of chaos. So he's doing all these different things, putting all these different pestilences out there. Because this case, it says, they had no animal contact. It says, I'll read this. It says, U.S. confirms first human case of bird FLU with no known animal trace. So how did it get out there, man? He's a mad scientist. He in his lab, man. He's putting these things out there, putting it into our waterways. That's what they said about the monkey, the monkey hole thing. Which that's not even this. I don't even know. That's supposed to be a global, a global demic. But what's going on with that? He just throwing everything out there. He don't know what to do. But we know that it's gonna be. He wants to have order out of chaos. So he's just doing all these things. Gradually building up and putting these things out there. But let's read. Let's go here. Read this one. So 18 hours ago from WVTM 13, might be Birmingham. It says, person in Missouri is the United States' first case of H5 avian influenza without a known exposure to a sick animal. The U.S. Centers for Disease Controls and Prevention said on Friday, this is the 14th human case of H5 reported in the United States during 2024, and the first case of H5 without a known occupational exposure to sick or infected animals, the CDC said in a statement. I'm not going to read all of it. I'll put it in the comment section. You go read all of it. But, hey, more pestilence, as Yahweh Bashem Yahushua said he was going to bring, So let's get right to the scriptures. Start off in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Start at the top. 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And who are the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua? You so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. Hey, we are the Israelites. We are Hebrew Israelites. We are the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Hey, we are his people. So, and he got his prophets out here speaking his words, the words of prophecy to you, giving you that warning. 2nd Ezra 15:2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And we have the records today. They were written in paper in times of old. Now we're back. The prophets are back, breaking down these prophecies that were written of old time. Giving the understanding and making it plain upon tables. Verse 3 says, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee." And incredulity is just go into the unbelief. Hey, there's a lot of unbelievers on the planet today. The elect is a small number. So it's going to be more unbelievers than there are believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and believers in this gospel. Verse 4 says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Hey, so we don't got to worry about them. It says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee," because they're going to die, man. All the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness. Verse 5, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." And this is another plague. This let them tell it's going this bird FLU is going to bring a lot of death. They're going to start running up the numbers, the same thing they did with that monkey thing. They'll say, oh, well, now this many people was died from it, and we got the death toll continue to rise. Same thing they did with the first demic. What's it called? The C-19. But let me keep reading here. But this is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing. And why? Why is he going to bring these things upon the world? Verse 6 says, For wickedness, Shalakia, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So this is why Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring these things, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. These different plagues because of wickedness sake, man. That continuing on, read two more verses. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which in which they wickedly exercise themselves. So, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're living in a time of judgment, man. This is a scary time to be living in without if you don't have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, you're not in a safe place. Judgment is going out every day. Horrible judgment. Man, there's so much judgment going out. You can't keep up with all of it, man. Let me finish this out. It says, Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's the Israelites, man. Us here on earth. And we're complaining continually. We're vexed daily. We ready to get the hell up out of Babylon, a.k.a. America. We're constantly throwing up prayers every day, throwing up curses on this place, asking the Heavenly Father to bring his prophecies that sooner to deliver us, Lord willing, we be of that number, be a part of his chosen. And it says, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's the Israelites up there in the heaven, Esau might have gunned down somebody at a traffic stop, and it was an Israelite. And his spirit is up there in the heavens crying out to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to end this place, because they're back in their right mind. They know that they're an Israelite when they're in the heavens. Ain't no niggas in heaven, no so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But that's what that's going into, the souls of the just complaining. The Israelites in heaven complaining to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to bring his judgment upon this place, man. I read two more verses. Well, yeah, one more verse. It says, verse 9 says, And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to avenge his people, to give that recompense, that payback for the controversy of Zion, as it says. But what's the next piece I was going to go to? All this to say, we living in perilous and dangerous times. Let's get that in Second Timothy 3 and read down on that. This is Second Timothy 3 and 1. It says, the subtitle says, difficult times will come. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And I got that word perilous in the etymology online. Let me get to it. So this is perilous in the etymon online. It says, full of danger, risky, involving exposure to death. Man. Hey, so these are the time we living in. Exposure to death. Jacob's trouble. We are going to be exposed to death, man. Hey, people, neighbors fighting against each other, civil war breaking out, UN troops rolling down the street, lockdowns, man. It's going to be a lot of exposure to death. It says destruction or injury, also spiritually dangerous. Because what does it say in Ephesians the 6th chapter, Ephesians 12? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers, against principalities, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, roughly paraphrasing. So, we live in spiritually dangerous times, first and foremost, And we're not fighting against flesh. We're fighting against spirits. We got to fight against these demons and powers, man. We're fighting against Esau on the left-hand side. Perilous, dangerous. I think that's all I want to read from there. But yeah, involving exposure to death in a spiritually dangerous time we're living in, man. Let me read down to verse 5. It says, verse 2, and it's going to be, it's like you make one point, it's going to be even more perilous and dangerous. Well, I already said that, when Jacob's trouble kick off, as Apostle Hart said, we're at the beginning stages of it, it's just turning up. gradually and gradually, increasingly becoming more and more worse. And you can see if you're on social media and just listen to some of these videos and some of these people talking, the preppers and just, regular people. Some people, their minds starting to shift and change, They're like, why the hell we got to go to work? Why we paying these taxes? Why are we doing all these things? People across the world, why we got to pay for healthcare like this? Why, hey, people are finally starting to question and getting mad about the way Esau Edom has been, running America, because it's nothing but a big corporation. And people are finally starting to wake up to, see that. And that's what's going to make them turn up. Lord willing, Yahweh Shai put that spirit upon them, even even more, so they can, begin to cause chaos in the streets and protest and rebel against this wicked government. But let me continue reading 2 Timothy 3:2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. It says without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Now, most of these things are all of the things that most of these things are the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua hates. We'll get to that scripture next, but let's go back through some of these things. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. And that's basically a proud person. You're worried about yourself more, covetous. And that's going against the 10 Commandments, uh, covet not thy neighbor's wife, or anything that is thy neighbor's. Roughly paraphrasing. Boasters, proud. That's the same thing, being proud. It's a lot of proudness that going on here in America. It's all about you, How can you make it? How, lifting yourself up. It's my birthday. Oh, this is my birthday month, and blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. Blasphemers. They speaking against this truth. We out there on the word. We got mockers and scoffers speaking against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, this truth that we bringing out. The 100% truth through the Ruach HaKodesh. It says disobedient to parents. And once again, breaking the commandments. They're not honoring their father and their mothers, man. We got, Jake is out here down bad, as they will say. Unthankful, unholy. They're not separate. We're supposed to be a holy people, separate from these nations. But and they're still in that their dead mindset. They haven't been spiritually awakened, spiritually quickened to come out of that. They're still living like the heathen. They're unholy. It says without natural affection. We see that, what that is, moles and bowls. Alphabet community. Let's go to Romans 9 right quick. Romans 1. And let's see, Romans 1:25, it says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who was blessed forever. Amen. Who done this? Esau Edom, this so-called white man. He's changed the truth into a lie. Now people follow right behind him, as it says in Romans 8:44. It's not Romans, Salakia, John 8:44, I believe. Let me go fact check. I ain't gonna bring it out. I'm just gonna. Now, quote, you are your father the devil, John 8:44. Our people follow right behind whatever this white man say, White man get on the TV or get in front of somebody and say, this is good for you. Y'all can do that, Don't worry about it. And then 2/3 of our people go right along with it. Well, that's what the white man said. I guess it's good. Knowing, man, wake up, knowing that this man has never done anything good for us. Ever. In the history of him. There's never been anything that's going to be good for you, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. Yeah, he has a horrible track record. And that record is not going to begin to be clean, He's not about to change his ways. He'll always be wicked and evil, But let me keep reading. Verse 26, it says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. So women and women, basically that's what it's talking about, Women lie with women, which is against the law, They should both be put to death, The blood should be upon them. Same thing with men. And let's keep reading. Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was met. Hey, so you gonna that recompense, that payback. You doing some wickedness. Hey, you about to receive that reward for that wickedness in your flesh, man. That's why diseases are so rampant within the alphabet community. Let's go back to 2 Timothy 3. 2 Timothy 3:3. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, lying, basically, or lying on your brother. It says incontinent, and incontinent, that's lack of self-control, you know. And that's going to be even more, they're going to be even more incontinency, as it says in the Apocrypha, during the time of Jacob's trouble. People are going to lose their mind. They ain't going to have no self-control. If when they see something they want, i.e. a woman, man, these prisoners out here ain't never seen a woman in years. Hey, they ain't gonna have no self-control to stop themselves and going to snatch somebody and ravish somebody. Hey, man, it's gonna be horrible out here for women. Hey, especially if you don't have a man of the Lord, to protect you. It says, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Hey, we're despised for pushing this truth, for pushing the law, statutes, and commandment, for telling our people to come back and serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the one and true living power, and his son. Have faith in Yahweh Shai. Hey, our people hate us for telling us the truth, man, because they don't want their deeds to be exposed, as it says, in John the 3rd chapter. They love this wickedness. They love dwelling in wickedness for a time. Man, this place is about to be destroyed. Traitors, it's like, if I'm not explaining someone, because some of these are just self-explanatory. Traitors, heady. Once again, that's proud. You high-minded, as it says right here. It says lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. And that's how people, they love their pleasures more than Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're not willing to give up their life of pleasure here in the most sinful kingdom, Babylon the Great, also known as America. They don't want to give up their pleasures to turn back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and serve him, man. And this is all filthiness, man. This is why would you want to be in pleasure in this place, man? It's just filthy. We're trying to get back to that holy state so we can be in the presence of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We want that new body to where we won't go off. We won't have to be abominable to our power, Yahweh, man. We're trying to get back to the Heavenly Father. We got to go through Yahweh Shai to do that. Verse 6, it says, for of this sort, no, that's like it. That was verse 5, and I'll end it there. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Hey, so our people got a form of godliness. They'll make you seem, they'll go to church on every Sunday, but then they're not living the lifestyle that they so claim to push. They're hypocrites. They say from such turn away. Let me see if I had some more precepts. Yeah, Khan, let's get that Proverbs 6. I said most of these things are the things that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai hates. So let's go to Proverbs 6 and 16. Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doeth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look. The first thing, man. A proud look. What does it say in let me get another app. Go back to 2 Timothy 3. It says, for men, in 2 Timothy 3 and 2, for men should be lovers of their own selves. Hey, that's proud, man. And what's the first thing? It says, Proverbs 6 and 16. Let's start at the top again. These 6 things doeth Yahweh hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue. And that was in the list too as well. What does it say in 2 Timothy? False accusers. There it is. So like 2 Timothy 3 and 3, it says false accusers. I'm not gonna go back and forth. You can read them in your own time. You see the correlation. Proverbs 6:17, a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Hey, so these are the things that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hates. They're an abomination to him to do these things, and that's what's going on today in the on the planet, amongst our people, amongst the Israelites. No, I think that was all I want to bring out. But hey, destruction is coming because of this. Let's go back to we ended on Second Ezra and 15. Second Ezra 15. Read that again in the lesson there. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to bring destruction upon this place. I started with bringing that plague out, but it's a buildup. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is building this thing up to Jacob's trouble, to that time like never before. Man, it's not going to just one day you wake up and it's Jacob's trouble. It's going to be a big buildup to it, and it's happening right now. We can feel it happening, man. The days are going faster. Prophecy is being fulfilled. A lot of judgment going out around the world. Earthquakes everywhere. Natural disasters everywhere. Hey, we're expecting another natural disaster here in Houston again. Another so-called Category 1, We'll see how that goes. And the last one was supposedly a Category 1. And hey, that did some horrible damage. But let me read this in the lesson right quick. 2nd Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Hey, because of wickedness. The same reason that he flooded the earth out. Because wickedness had polluted the earth, man. And we're at the time of the most wickedness on the planet Earth that has ever been. So what do you think the Heavenly Father is going to do? And he's going to destroy the world again, not the entire world, but hey, this sinful kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. And this place will be completely destroyed. Destruction is coming to this place. It'll never be inhabited again. But the lesson right there, Lord willing, this was edifying. And to the point, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, pushing his word without truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahweh Shai. Shalom.